Hello everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about a guy using you. So I wrote down a couple signs that a guy could be using you. I Some of them were common sense. I didn't really need to write them down, but I wrote them down anyway. So then that way it can kind of freshen my memory and tell you guys a little bit um, like a personal story of mine. So, the first one that I have written down is that he doesn't like running into you. Now, I used to date this guy, and he always used to tell me he wasn't really ready for a relationship, but he would always want to watch a movie with me or have me come over to his place to just talk and stuff like that. And then it would turn into doing something intimate. It would turn into just sex. But when we got on the topic of getting into a relationship, he would always tell me that he wasn't ready for a relationship right at this moment. So right there, that should have been a sign to me that he was using me, because that's actually on the list. Um, one of the things on the list is that he said he doesn't run a relationship. But the one that I was going to tell you guys about that doesn't like running into you, I went to a movie with one of my friends and my kids, and the guy that I wanted to be in a relationship with came out of the movie theater with another girl. So um, he was right. He wasn't ready to be in a relationship because he was just wanting me and everybody else that he could get. So if a guy doesn't like running into you out in the open, it means because obviously they're not wanting to everybody to know that you guys know each other and things like that. Just like this guy. I mean, my running into that guy was a little bit different because he actually came out of the movie theater with another girl. So, but another sign is um, they won't put you on their social media. So if a guy is not wanting to post you on social media or say in a relationship with and then your name, if they don't put that, or if they always find excuses for you not to be on social media, like why they're not having you involved in their social media, definitely means that they're using you. My ex, the father of my child, one of my children, he actually blocked me totally 100% on social media. And I mean, that's obvious. He was doing things that he wasn't supposed to. He didn't want me seen and stuff like that. That's probably why he didn't have me on his social media, and he didn't care for me too much um, anymore after our first breakup, because we had a breakup and then we kind of got back together. But obviously he didn't have the same feelings for me because he didn't want me on his social media. So if they don't have you involved in their social media, they're probably just not that into you. um, Another sign of him using you is he only sees you on his terms. So if you want to go get ice cream, or if you want to have a date and he doesn't feel like seeing you that day because he's too tired from work, or he's just not feeling like going out anywhere and stuff like that, or he has something else to do, it means that yes, he's probably just not that into you too. That's another sign. So, and I remember that too a lot in my past relationship that I used to be in. The guy never wanted to do anything. He never wanted to do anything when I wanted to. It was always when he was drunk, or like when he had nobody else to hang out with. Then that's when I realized he would want to go out and do something with me, like have a date or go see a movie or hang out at my house or go for a walk or go fishing. It was always on his time. Uh, Another way that it's showing that he's using you or doesn't care for you too much is if he only texts you when he's drinking. That's just another sign. And another one, that one I don't really have to say much about. Another one is selfish sex. So if they're having sex with you and they don't really make sure that you're pleasured too, and they just have sex with you and then they leave shortly after, or they don't make sure that you're pleasured, again, they're probably using you for that, just for sex or just using you. Um, Another one is that he doesn't project, which means that when the future's talked about, you're not in it. So, example, if the guy says, "Oh, I'm thinking about opening up my own painting business, and I'm thinking about going here to California or Colorado," but they don't talk about you coming with or anything like that, again, that probably means that they don't care about you too much or that they're using you to benefit them. Um, some more that I wrote about is they don't want to talk to other women. They don't want to talk about other women with you. So if you notice someone um, that they're talking to a lot more now, or you notice that this same girl is showing up at his like showing up at friend events a lot, and you ask about her and you say, I noticed that this girl Amy is always with you all the time. Um, are you liking her, or how do you know her? And if they get defensive or anything like that, or act uncomfortable in any type of way, it probably means that they could be talking to that person, and that also that they don't care for you too much too, and again that they're using you because usually if a guy cares about you, they'll have no problem explaining what's going on with another girl. They won't feel they'll feel comfortable talking with you about any other women. um, but if they get mad at you when they ask you a question about a guy, and they're getting mad at you about how they saw that you became friends with a new male, the opposite sex, you became friends with the opposite sex with someone, and you bring it up and they get all mad again, it's like they just want you so you can benefit them. But as soon as you show, that you want to be friends with another male, they know that they're in danger of losing you, so then they're gonna get mad at you. Um, so let me see another one. Um, but anyway, so okay, that basically is what I have on the list. But I'll just talk about a personal story for me. So I was dating this guy, and he always wanted to, like I said, watch a movie with me, or uh, meet me at the park and talk with me, and wanted me to come over and stuff. But every time we ended up meeting up, we ended up being intimate and having sex. And but every time I would want to talk about how I wanted to get into a relationship with this person and stuff like that, and I wanted more than just meeting up all the time, that person just told me what I told you guys earlier in the video, that they just wanted they weren't ready for a relationship. They just wanted to see how things unfolded. And I should have known right there. And then my 8 year relationship, I had an 8 year relationship prior to my marriage. And he would do everything that on the list that I just told you guys. So he didn't have a license. That's another thing. He didn't have a license, so I drove him everywhere. And it's kind of funny because supposedly now he has his license, but I'm not 100% if that's true or not, because I have nothing to do with that guy anymore. But it's just funny that the whole time that I was with him, he didn't go out and work hard and get his license back, because he got it taken away for like OWIs and driving without a license and stuff like that. He got it taken away. But it's kind of funny, the whole time I was with him, he never had a license, and then suddenly, after I left after a few years, he got his license. It's just like, why couldn't you do that when you were with me? Why did you wait? So I find that funny too, like that it just showed that he was using me because I had a license, I had a good driving record, um, I had a good job. That's another thing. If they don't work for some reason and then they're with you and you're having to pay for everything and stuff like that, that obviously means that they're probably using you. Unless it's a situation where that's kind of like mine. I do work, um, kind of, if you want to say. I work with people one on one and do readings for people. I have my own little online business thing, but I do not charge a high price. I only charge like $5 for my readings. But my husband does all of the financial, work in our family. He's the one that takes care of me and my kids financially, because I am a cancer survivor and I get really sick at times and don't feel good. Kind of like now, I'm not really feeling myself. I haven't been for the last couple days, but if it's a situation like that where somebody can't work due to medical condition and they were working when you met them and stuff like that, that's a different story. But if the guy is not working and never has worked and you meet them and you're working and you're paying for everything, that's obvious that guy is using you. Now, it's so sad because when I was in this 8 year relationship, I didn't see any of this. I was only like in my early 20s. I just really thought this person cared about me. If you have a job, have a license, have good things going for you, but you find that somebody's interested in you or supposedly likes you and wants a relationship with you when you're the one that has a good job and a license and you have all this good stuff going for you, but they don't, that's a red flag. Don't go with somebody who doesn't, want to help you financially, someone who doesn't want to spend time with you, when you want to. I understand that sometimes plans don't line up because we all have different work schedules and stuff like that, but if a guy is constantly always saying no when you feel like going on a date and then they say no, but then, when they want to go on a date, you're always showing up and everything right when they want you to show up. That's apparent that you're on his schedule. You're at his beck and call, and he's taking advantage. So, ladies, think about some of the stuff I said. I've been in an 8 year relationship, an 8 year abusive, toxic relationship. Um, and I've been in many different abusive relationships prior to that, too. So, when I was younger and all that. So, I mean, I do know from personal experience that this is all those tall tale signs, all those signs are very, very true. But those are signs that I actually got from the internet, and social media. But for my own personal experience, I can relate to almost every one of those. But, anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, guys and how signs about how they can show that they're using you. So then that way you can save your heart and from being broke and save yourself the time and, you know, everything, the burden and everything, and live a happy life that you deserve. Because boy, I tell you, if I would have listened to those red flags and that gut feeling, that's another sign. If you have a gut feeling that something's not right, it probably is not right. Always listen to your gut. Always listen to your intuition. I tell a lot of my clients that. But anyways, I just wanted to touch up a video about that. And this also goes for women too. If women are doing this to you and you're a man and a woman's doing this stuff to you, it's probably true that she's probably using you. So, men, women out there, if any of these signs line up with the person that you're seeing, it probably has to do with that they're using you, or for you know, just your company, sex, money, any of that. So think about it, and I will be on with another life topic tomorrow. Thank you.